Draw boxes around transitional words. Transitional words are the terms that help to transition or move from one idea to the other in a text. Some examples of transitional words are moreover, however, additionally, to clarify, etc. Please check the additional material given for this lesson to see a list of transitional words. Margin notes. Most importantly, annotation includes margin notes. Margin notes are short notes written by the reader, usually in the margin area, that sum up the main concept of each paragraph of a text. Students must remember that each paragraph of a text has only one main idea or concept. You must write the main idea of the paragraph in the margin area next to the paragraph. The margin notes should be written in short, preferably in a group of words or a phrase, not in full sentences. The notes must also be written in the reader's own words. It must not be copied from the text. Copying from any source and using it without giving credit to the original source is called plagiarism. Plagiarism should be avoided at all costs, especially for academic purposes. There are many techniques to give credit to the original source. However, you will learn about these techniques in future courses. For now, please remember that there is no way to give credit to the original source while writing margin notes, as they are very short. Therefore, please write the notes in your own words and avoid plagiarism. The next slide demonstrates an article with annotation symbols and margin notes. There are two paragraphs in the article on display here. The reader has written the margin notes for each paragraph. The margin notes identify the main concept of each paragraph. Here, the main concept of the first paragraph is benefits of listening to different types of music. Similarly, the reader has identified the main concept of the second paragraph, which is treating depression with music. The reader has also used the annotation symbols to identify the other important components of this article. Here, the reader has used tick marks to identify the examples of how music makes us feel. The reader has also circled two words as unknown words to check their meaning. Finally, some sentences have been underlined. These sentences tell the main idea of each paragraph. Please check the handouts provided with this lesson to see the whole article and the appropriate use of symbols and margin notes for it. How is it done? The reading skill.
All right. Ananya Chakraborty. Can you hear me? Ananya Chakraborty?
Yes, ma'am.
Ananya, I don't think you are in this section. Are you sure you are English 091 section? You belong to English 091 section 23?
Yes, ma'am.
But I didn't see your name anywhere. I didn't find your name anywhere in the attendance list. So can you please check with the office if you are in section 23 or not? What is your ID again? Your student ID? Can you tell me the ID number?
20303018.
Yeah, but I cannot see it anywhere. I cannot see your uh, did you join in 2020? 2020?
Ma'am, I can't understand.
Did you get enrolled in BRAC University in 2020, year 2020?
No, ma'am.
But your ID says that. Anyway, so please contact the office and I will also contact the office asking for your information. Okay? And let me know. All right, you sent me a screenshot. I remembered that, but you still need to contact the office. All right? Okay. And the rest of the class. So annotation is an important reading skills, right? What you have to understand or keep in mind that you have to use 4 symbols and you have to write margin notes. Now, how do we do that? Um, let's see that. Let's look at that. So how many symbols are there, class? How many symbols are you supposed to use?
3.
3?
4.
4
Four.
symbols, right? Yes, 4
4
symbols.
symbols.
Exactly. You're supposed to use 4 symbols here, right? Underline, tick mark, circle, and box. And then this is very important to keep in mind that each paragraph has only one main idea. So if you remember about the articles that you, for example, that you read in the last week, there were, 5 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs in each article. Remember, class? So if there are 4 paragraphs, how many?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So if there are 4 paragraphs, how many main ideas are you going to get from there? Hmm? You have to respond to me. So if each paragraph, as you can still see on the screen, if each paragraph has only one main idea, so if an article has 4 paragraphs, how many main ideas are you going to have there?
4.
4 main
Yeah,
ideas.
naturally, 4.
Four.
Please pay attention in the class.
4.
I can see no one is attentive. Please pay attention here. And now we are going to look at the symbols. So these are the 4 symbols. You encircle a word if that word is unknown to you. You underline main ideas. You put a tick mark on examples and then you put a box on the transitions or transitional words. Now we are going to look at transitional words. Can anyone tell me what a transitional word is?
The word that connect from one to
Very
another.
good. Exactly. Very good. So transitional words basically work as connecting words, connectors, right? But transitional words are used in the beginning of a sentence. All right. For example, if I see, I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, full stop. I brush my teeth and I go out for a morning walk, full stop. I come back at 9 o'clock and have my breakfast, full stop. I get ready and take a ride to my office, full stop. Now, how does it sound to you? Are the sentences connected? Are the ideas connected? Do they seem to have any connection or attachment?
No.
No,
No,
right?
ma'am.
Because
There are
No,
two more.
separated.
right, they sound to be separate sentences, separate ideas, right? But what if I
Yes, ma'am.
say, I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning every day, full stop. Then I brush my teeth and I go out for a walk, full stop. Next, I come back home at 9 o'clock and take my breakfast, full stop. After that, I get ready and take a ride to my office. So, how does it sound to you now?
No, it's connected.
Connected, exactly, connected, right? The ideas are connected, the ideas are attached with one another. How? Because I used transitional words before each sentence, right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
right, so the function of transitional words is basically to connect one idea with another. There are hundreds of transitional words such as moreover, however, additionally, to clarify, firstly, secondly, initially, to conclude, in all, eventually, finally, a lot of words. But just remember that transitional words have to be used in the beginning of the sentences. Okay, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
And you will see a checklist later on. So I hope all of you understood what transitional words mean. Now, margin notes. This is very important. So margin notes are short notes written by the reader. Reader meaning you, because you are going to read the article. Reader can be I, when I read an article, usually in the margin area. So where is the margin area? Usually on the left side of an article, right? Or usually
Yes, ma'am.
the left side of a write-up, of any write-up, right? So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
do you have to write in the margin area? Basically, you will write the main idea or the main concept from each paragraph in a group of words. Let me repeat. So each paragraph has only one main idea, correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
You are going to identify
Yes,
the
ma'am.
main idea first. You are going to identify the main idea from each paragraph, and then you are going to underline the main idea. All right, so from paragraph 1, there is one main idea, so underline that main idea. From paragraph 2, there is another main idea, so underline that main idea. And so after underlining all the main ideas, let's say from 4 paragraphs, you have to write margin notes in the margin area, which means in, as you have just watched in the video, in the margin area. So how do we write the margin notes? We have already underlined the main idea, right, class? Now we have to write that main idea in the margin area with our own words. We cannot copy exactly the same words from the text. So we have to write down the main idea in the margin area with our own words. And we also have to remember that we have to write the main idea just in a group of words. We cannot make any sentence there. We cannot make any full sentence there. Just in a group of words, just like points. Just like you are making points. Remember you did flowchart in your HSC? I mean, I don't know if the syllabus has changed or not. Did you do flowchart in HSC?
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
did,
ma'am.
right? So remember, yeah, so remember while doing flowchart in the boxes, you wrote points or phrases, group of words, not any full sentence. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
So it works just like this. In the margin area, the margin notes that you are going to write, of course, it's the main idea that you will underline in the article. But when you write them down in the margin area, you're just going to write down a group of words. All right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. And then I think we are going to look at a sample. So as you remember that each paragraph of a text has only one main idea or concept, you must write the main idea of the paragraph in the margin area next to that specific paragraph. How do we do that? Okay, the margin notes, as I said, should be written in short, preferably in a group of words or a phrase, not in full sentences. Right, class? That's what I have just said, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
And the notes must also be written in the reader's own words, which means your own words. It must not be copied from the text. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Because copying from any source is considered to be plagiarism, which you are not going to do in English 091. Because here it's not possible to mention the source to give the credit. That's why you are encouraged to use your own words. All right, class?
Okay, ma'am.
Now we
Okay,
can
ma'am.
see an article here, Music Therapy for Health and Wellness, which is written by Catherine Albrecht. So you will see there are only 2 paragraphs, right? This is a 4-paragraph article, but in the video we can see only 2 paragraphs, and you can see that the first 2 sentences are underlined, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Because the first 2 sentences are the main idea of this specific paragraph, of the first paragraph. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is written here? Music is often linked to mood. For most people, music is an important part of daily life. So if you go through the whole paragraph, you will see this is the main idea and the rest of the paragraph is related to this main idea. So I have got my main idea. I have underlined my main idea. Now it's time to write the margin note. So when I am writing the margin note, I have to keep in mind that I cannot write a full sentence. So I have to write a group of words or maybe a phrase. So here the reader has written his or her margin notes in a group of words. And if you look at his wording, he wrote benefits of listening to different types of music. Now it's the same thing, right, as we saw in the main idea. But did you see the reader has copied the same exact words from the text?
No, he didn't.
No, ma'am.
He didn't, right? He or she didn't. Rather, this person has written the margin notes with his own words, right?
Own words. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is also in a group of words. He or she hasn't written a full sentence, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and you can see tick mark on the examples. And this word is circled because probably the reader
Unknown word.
unknown word,
That-
right?
Unknown.
And the same goes for the second paragraph. So this is important to notice that it's not that you will get the main idea always in one sentence. Here you can see a part of the first sentence has part of its main idea, and then the third sentence has also the main idea. For example, the first sentence is depression or depressive disorder is an illness that involves body, mood, and thoughts. So when you are saying it's illness, it automatically involves your body, your psychology, right? This is why body psychology, this is not the main idea. Depression is an illness, that is the main idea. And the third sentence says there is evidence that music may increase responsiveness to medications for depression, which means music can heal your depression. Music can cure your depression, right? So my main idea is this, that depression is an illness, and music can heal it. Music works like a medicine, right? So this is my main idea. Now, if you look at the margin note, you will see the reader has written treating depression with music. So no full sentence, even he has used his own words. Correct, class?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, is
Yes, ma'am.
everyone clear? Did everyone understand everything up to this part?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Zahid, Onunna, Orgho,
Yes, ma'am.
Fariha,
Yes.
Injamur,
Yes, ma'am.
Qazi Wahidul,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Labib,
Yes,
Manzura,
ma'am.
Yes,
Khatun,
ma'am.
Alimran,
Yes, ma'am.
Saad Sadiq,
Yes, ma'am.
Rajiv. Rajiv, did you understand
Yes,
or
ma'am.
not?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did.
Okay.
There are no
Then
problem.
Montasir, okay, good. Tamjidul,
Yes, ma'am.
Mumtahina, Naimur, Naimur Rahman.
Yes, ma'am.
So Naimur, how many main ideas do we get from one? How many main ideas do we get from one paragraph? How many main ideas from each paragraph? Tell me.
Ma'am, two ideas. Two
Not
paragraphs, two ideas.
yes, two paragraphs, two ideas. Then from one paragraph, how many main ideas?
And
One main idea.
one.
Correct. One main idea. Pritam, Sadikur, Sifatullah.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tahsin, Tasnima, Tithi, Haldar. Did you all understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Yes, miss.
All right. So this is it. Now this is a handout on annotation which you are going to read at home. But I want everyone here to look at the last two paragraphs. We have already watched the first two paragraphs in the video. Okay. So now read the last two paragraphs and see how to identify the main idea, then how it's written in margin notes in the margin area. Then you can see transitional words in a box, right? Transitional word here, transitional words here, then examples are tick marked, and then words like insomnia, autism are probably unknown to the reader, so he has encircled the word. So please go through these two paragraphs I'm giving you 5 minutes time. Just go through the paragraphs and see the main idea, how the main idea is underlined and how the marginal notes are written. Margin notes are written. Okay, class?
Okay,
Okay,
miss.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Let me give you attendance in the meanwhile. Mumtahina Alam, absent. Azim Zahid Hossain, AZM Zahid Hossain.
Present, ma'am.
Hiranmoy is present. Sadikur Rashid is present, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Qazi Wahidul Islam.
Yes, ma'am.
Fariha Tanha.
Yes, ma'am.
Parthib Bishash. Absent. Naimur Rahman is present. Pritam Chopra is present. Argo is present. Sifatullah present. Saad Sadiq Jashim. Muhammad Saad
Yes,
Sadiq.
ma'am.
Tithi is present. Tamejul is present.
Yes.
Tahsin Imtiaz present. Labib Hassan.
Yes, ma'am.
Mehdi Hassan. Mehdi Hassan Rifat.
Labib Hassan present, ma'am.
Mehdi Hassan Rifat. Absent. Rajiv is present. Injamul present. Muhammad Ali Imran.
Present, ma'am.
Samia is not here. All right. Montasir Al Tawhid.
Yes, ma'am.
Tasnima Zareen.
Present, miss.
Manzura Khatun. Manzura Khatun.
Present, ma'am.
Ananya Chakraborty, please contact the office and
ma'am.
yes, contact the office and you have to be sure that which section you belong to. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the officers added me in 10. The registration.
What is your course? Is it English 091?
Yes, ma'am.
But I cannot see your name anywhere. Oh, all right. Never mind. I will talk to the office.
Ma'am, did you call my name? My internet was lagging that time.
What is your name?
Labib Hassan.
I did. Okay, done, class? Did you read the article? The rest of the article?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you need
Yes,
more
ma'am.
time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Done or you
ma'am.
need more time?
Done, ma'am.
Done? All right, good. So you have a quiz, a set of multiple choice questions, which you are going to do at home. Okay, let me ask you something. Are you all free on Thursday from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, with 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Good if you are free. Because you will have a quiz on that day. You will be notified everything through Box and Slack. So keep an eye on Box. All right, class?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, this
Okay,
Thursday.
ma'am.
And
Sorry?
Ma'am, this Thursday.
This Thursday, yes.
All right.
Okay. I would prefer if you join at 5 o'clock. Okay, but if you can't
Okay,
make it,
ma'am.
then 6 o'clock. It's a 1 hour exam. So, if you start at 5, it will be finished at 6. If you 6 at 6, then it will be over by 7. Okay.
Ma'am, is it mandatory?
Of course, it has marks, 10 marks. Now, if you want to miss it, you
Okay,
can,
ma'am.
but then you will lose 10 marks. So up to you.
And
And you
ma'am,
may
if
not
we're
pass the course at the end if you miss it. Now, up to you. Yes.
yeah, I get it. Ma'am, if we are unable to do the class on a certain day, how are you gonna let you know?
Just email me or send me a message on Slack.
Okay, ma'am.
It's about your class you're asking, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
So let me play the video.
Welcome back. After doing the annotation, we are now going to talk about one of the major components of annotation, that is main idea. Apart from that, we are going to discuss about the identification of a topic and main idea in a sentence. Look at the following sentence and think what can be the topic and main idea. Think for a minute and observe what the author is trying to say over here. The author is indicating that a person requires relaxation under study or work pressure. And what can be the medium of relaxation? It is music. Therefore, the topic of the statement is music, while relaxation is the main idea. So, in order to find the main idea, it is equally important to find the topic. Let's have a look at another example. The author over here is stating that in order to get a bright career, college life is a must. Hence, college life is the topic and ways of building up a bright future is the main idea. There are some features of main idea. First of all, do citation. Include the name of the author and text as it is not a work of yours. Include all major points. Be direct and use transitional words. Avoid giving opinion. Always write in present tense and write in your own words. In this session, we have learned how to identify a topic in a sentence, followed by how to identify a main idea in a sentence, and finally, what is the connection between main idea and topic. For further clarification, please.
So class, yes, of course, it's important to identify the topic and the main idea. And I think it's easy because the name of the topic will be given in the title always. And the main idea, you can easily find out the main idea from here. Now, I played the video because there are features of main idea here, which is very important for you to look at. First of all, when you will learn how to write the main idea, you have to write the name of the author and the text first. For example, here, oh, I opened it in a new tab. You can't see this. Okay, so here the name of the article is Benefits of Positive Thinking for Body and Mind by Amy Martin, right? Class?
Yes, ma'am.
So a citation meaning you have to write down the name of the text and the name of the author. So you can write it this way. Inverted comma starts, then benefits of positive thinking for body and mind, because you know that you have to, keep the name of the text or if it's a poem or book in inverted comma, always, you know that, right? So you
Yes,
will
ma'am.
write it this way. Benefits of positive thinking for body and mind in inverted comma, then written by Amy Martin talks about, and then you will write the first main idea from the first paragraph, okay? Because you know that you will have one main idea from each paragraph, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will start
Yes,
writing your
madam.
main idea like this, that benefits of inverted comma starts, then benefits of positive thinking for body and mind, inverted comma closes, written by Amy Martin, reflects or highlights the fact that, or maybe depicts, or maybe describes the fact that, and then write down the main idea. All right, class? Clear?
Okay, madam.
Now
Yes.
tell me who
Yes.
didn't understand this, because I need to clarify this.
Ma'am, can you repeat, please?
Yes. So when you start writing the main idea, you have to remember that you have to first do citation. And how do we do it? How do you do it? Citation meaning
Work of
you
yours.
have to write the name of the author and the name of the text. So as I showed you that maybe the name of the text was what? What is the name of the text? Can you go to the same tab? Can you go to the same article? Can you open Bux in your own device? Let me see. Let me see. What was the name? Tell me. What was the name of the text? So you have to write the name of the text first and the name of the author. So you have to see, let's say, Significance of Money is the name of another text. So Significance of Money, written by Mr. X or Y, talks about, or maybe describes, or maybe reflects on, or maybe highlights, or maybe says, or maybe presents. Okay, and then you will write the first main idea. Is that clear, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think you will be clearer when I show you a sample. I will do that. Just a minute. And then include all major points means of course you have to include all the main ideas. Okay. Then you have to
Okay.
be direct and use transitional words. You have to be direct, meaning that you do not take any example. It's like summary writing. Do not take any example from the text, or do not take any reference from the text or repetitive ideas from the text. Just directly pick the main idea. Okay, so from one paragraph you are going to get one main idea. Okay, you have to use transitional words. I will show you how to use that. Avoid giving opinion, which means you're not going to write I think or according to me or I believe. No, do not add any of your opinion. You will just follow the ideas of the author, of the writer. Okay, whatever the writer has written in his or her article, that's it. You're just going to get the idea from the text and write it down in your own language. You are not going to give your opinion. Always write in present tense, and of course you have to write in your own words. You cannot just copy what is written, okay, in the text. And then multiple choice questions. And there is another video, so I'm going to play the video. Watch this video.
Welcome back. In the previous slide, we have talked about the identification of the topic and main idea in a sentence. In this lesson, we will talk about how to write the main ideas in a paragraph by using transitional words and expanding sentences. In order to write the main ideas in a paragraph, you need to follow certain guidelines. First of all, you have to identify the topic and make sure the main ideas are relevant to the topics. Secondly, you should look for repetition of ideas throughout the paragraph. Finally, you have to check the first and last sentences of the paragraphs, as the clue of the main ideas are hidden over there most of the time. In the following text, some suggestions have been provided for controlling anger. However, the suggestions are not specifically mentioning any points. As a result, the first sentence can be counted as weak main idea. On the other hand, if you will go through the text carefully, you will see that three specific ways have been mentioned for controlling anger. So, what can be the main idea? Look at the following four options that can be counted as main ideas. If you will clearly observe, you will see the first three options are not clearly indicating what the main idea is. However, the fourth option is combining the three points in one sentence and presenting it as main idea. At the same time, observe how the main idea has been rephrased as it is required to always write the main idea in own words. So far, we have discussed on how to write the main ideas by rephrasing. Now we will see how expanded sentences can be used to write the main ideas in a paragraph effectively and turn the weak main ideas into strong ones. Let's have a look at some examples. Look at the first sentence of the paragraph. The phrase, watchful of the things are not clear enough to identify what the main idea is. However, there are 2 points that have been mentioned in the text, accessible for communication and bad intention. Therefore, we are writing the main idea in our own words with sentence expansion by including these 2 points, which is why the first sentence is a weak main idea, second one is a strong one. Let's have a look at another example. The phrase marked in the first sentence is not giving a clear idea on what the main idea is. If you will read the text, you will see 2 points, harassment and random friend request have been mentioned as 2 prime causes. Thus, we are constructing the main idea with sentence expansion by using these 2 words, which is making the first sentence below as the weak main idea while the second one as a strong main idea. Moving on, the third example is also following the same trend. The marked phrase of the first sentence is not providing a clear main idea. If you will read the text, you will see that 2 major causes, privacy and severely damaging ways are mentioned. So once again, we will expand the main idea by using these 2 words. Therefore, the first sentence marked below is a weak main idea, while the second one is a strong main idea. Now let's combine the 3 main ideas of 3 paragraphs into one. Do you think the paragraph has been written properly by just adding the main ideas? What do you think? Is something missing? If you will observe carefully, the ideas are not connected with each other and there is no sequence between the ideas. So what can be done in this situation? In order to connect ideas or sentences and maintain sequence in a paragraph, we can use some words that are known as transitional words. Now let's use transitional words in the following paragraph and compare it with the previous one. What is the function of transitional words? Transitional words connect words and sentences in paragraphs or essays. Secondly, it makes it easier for the readers to understand the connection between them. Finally, a list of transitional words can be found in the given web page. About the identification.
Okay. So, did you understand? What did you understand?
ma'am.
Tell me. What is the difference between a weak main idea and a strong main idea? Tell me. Hmm?
Now, ma'am, sometimes the first sentence of the passage might not be the main idea of the passage, then it would be considered as a weak main idea. And uh, the lines that are given in the passage, which are not the first line, they can express the main idea of the passage better than the first line. So that will be considered as a strong main idea. So that's
Mm,
it.
okay. Yes, sometimes the main idea may not be found in the first sentence, which makes sense. That's why there is a clue for you given in the video that check the first and last sentences of the paragraphs because usually the main idea is given there. But the difference between a weak main idea and a strong main idea is that, let me show it to you. So there are four possible options that can be the main ideas. For example, sense of humor can reduce anger. Then physical exercise reduces anger. Then relaxation reduces anger. And then there is another option that, according to psychologists, anger can be controlled by sense of humor working along with recreation, which combines all the main ideas in one sentence. So the video tells us that a main ideas, I mean, you can write the main ideas by rephrasing sentences. You can rephrase the sentences. You have to actually rephrase the sentences because you cannot keep the same, I mean, you cannot keep the sentences the same way as they are. Now you will see how expanded sentences helps to write the main idea in a paragraph and turn the weak main idea into a strong main idea. So how do you do that? So let's say this is an article and this is the first paragraph. So here the main idea is written in the first sentence that everybody should be watchful of the things that we post online. Now, if you write this directly, it's going to be a weak main idea because it doesn't give much information about the whole paragraph. But if you expand the sentence like this, if you rephrase the sentence, expanding the sentence like this, even though internet has made it accessible for everyone to communicate easily, too much exposure can be considered as threat. That is a strong main idea. Because if you read the later part of this paragraph let's read from the second sentence. With the of a mouse, we can interact with somebody from a different country, stream live footage to relatives, or delight our friends with pictures and statuses. We live in a technologically advanced society with everything accessible to us. Anybody with an internet connection can record, communicate, and see pretty much everything. However, we must never our daily routine online we must never we must not post probably our daily routine online if we do, those with bad intentions can easily make use of such intimate information and can cause us harm. So, if you look at this strong main idea, you will see it pretty much covers everything that is written in the paragraph, isn't it, Nas?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
pretty much covers everything that is
Yes, ma'am.
written in the
Yes, ma'am.
in the in this whole paragraph. Though the first sentence is a main idea, but you cannot just take it for granted and write it down as your main idea because it's going to be a weak main idea. I know that this sentence basically is giving us all the information in a nutshell that is written in this paragraph. But if you read the whole paragraph, you can rephrase your main idea in your own words. You can expand the sentence. And that's how you can make it a strong main idea, right? Putting all the major points in your main idea. All right, class? Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Same goes for the second paragraph here that if we just write this,
Yes, ma'am.
cyberbullying is one of the common misuses that we see on the internet today, it's going to be a weak main idea. But if we include all the other major points from the paragraph, for example, cyberbullying is a form of harassment that occurs on the web, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. These are examples. You can just put a tick mark there, okay? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or some other online networking outlet, it is quite easy to harass somebody. In addition, see transitional words. In addition, many online activities can actually be counted as cyberbullying. For example, transitional words. Sending friend requests to random unknown people or put inappropriate comments on a photo can be part of cyberbullying. So if you read the whole paragraph, you will be able to to write a strong main idea. Constant botheration and accepting friend requests from strangers are two prime reasons of cyberbullying. So this is the second main idea from the second paragraph. Now the same goes for the third paragraph too. So this after reading the whole paragraph, this reader has written this strong main idea by expanding sentence. Now we have got three main ideas from three paragraphs. Correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. All
Yes,
right.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
madam.
Now it's like I wake up at 8 o'clock and then I go out. I go for a walk and then I come back. It's like that. Do you see any transitional words here in between?
No, ma'am.
So
No.
it feels disconnected. The sentences seem to be disconnected. It seems to have a lack of sequence. But if we add transitional words here, it's going to make more sense. Even though internet has made it accessible, then furthermore, this is the second main idea, and then additionally is the third main idea. Is it clear, class, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So remember I was talking about citation?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me show you again what do I mean by citation. There is a text, you can see how parents can cultivate empathy in children, right? So let's say this is my first main idea. I'm not going to read the whole paragraph. Let's say this is my main idea from the first paragraph. Empathy is the ability to share and care about someone's feelings. Let's say this is my main idea, all right? So when I start writing the main idea, I will start it by doing citation. And how do we do citation? I will write that. Inverted comma starts, how parents can cultivate empathy in children, inverted comma closes, written by Richard Wisbord, reflects or maybe depicts that empathy is such an ability that that teaches people how to share and show their affection to others. So I have used my own words, and I have also done citation because I have included the name of the text and the name of the author, and then I wrote down the first main idea. Is this clear, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did everyone understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ahmad, did you understand? Naimur?
Yes, ma'am.
Fariha?
Yes, ma'am.
Pritam?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? So Naimur, did you understand how to do citation?
Yes, ma'am.
Fariha, can you tell
Understood.
us how to do citation?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. So how did I do citation? Citation meaning what? Fariha? Citation meaning what? Fariha, I'm asking you. Please unmute yourself and answer. If you didn't understand, tell me. I will repeat. Am I not audible, class?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
can hear you, ma'am.
No,
Okay,
you are.
Fariha, can't you hear me? Fariha Tanha, can you hear me? Fariha, you have to unmute.
Ma'am, I have some problem with my network connection.
Okay, is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am, but yes, ma'am.
All right, so can you tell me how do we do citation?
Not really, ma'am.
Okay, who can tell me that? How do we do citation? Hasin Imtiaz
So
or Pritam?
we write the name, the title of the text in inverted commas and the name of the author.
Very good. Very good. And then we write the first main idea, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
understand now, Fariha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, better. Okay, forum discussion that you are going to do at home, and reading corner, as I said, it's uploaded every week. And you have to read whatever is uploaded there. So benefits of positive thinking, written by Amy Martin. So this is your text. What you are going to do is you are going to find out the main idea first, and then you are going to write margin notes. Okay, you will do that in your copy. After you do that, you will write the main idea. Okay, if you don't get time today to write the main idea, I will probably ask you to write the main idea in the next class. But for now, first read the first paragraph, then identify the main idea here from here, and then write the margin notes in your copy. Okay, so that's how you should identify four main ideas from these 4 paragraphs and write margin notes for each main idea just beside the paragraph, imagining that you're writing beside the paragraph, but you cannot write beside the paragraph right now because you cannot write anything on box here. So write down the margin notes in your copy. So once you are done underlining your main ideas and also write your margin notes, then I will ask you to write down the main idea in probably on a Google Docs or probably on a Microsoft Word file, and then I will ask you to share that with me. And when you start writing the main idea, remember you have to do it by doing citation. So you will write it like this. Let's say the first main idea from this paragraph is that chances are that people who make comments like look on the bright side or see the cup as half full as positive thinkers, researchers are finding more and more evidence pointing to the many benefits of positive thinking that include more than just displaying a cheerful attitude. Positive thoughts can create real value in life and help build skills that last much longer than a smile. Basically, this is the main idea, but of course, you have to expand the sentence here. So I will write here, inverted comma starts, benefits of positive thinking for body and mind, inverted comma closes, written by Amy Martin, focuses that positive thoughts can make a person add real value in his life, and it also helps to build skills that lasts forever. Let's say this is my first main idea. I have written the first main idea like this. But if you notice, I did write the first main idea doing citation. Citation is simple. You just have to write down the name of the article and the name of the author. Does it make sense? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right,
Yes,
very
ma'am.
good.
Ma'am, do I have to do the citation for the every paragraph?
No. Only for the first paragraph. Only
Okay.
for the first paragraph, for the first main idea. And then you will, for the second main idea, what you are going to do, you are going to write one transitional word, right? For example, you can say, depending on what the second main idea is, you can write maybe moreover or secondly or furthermore or in addition or additionally. It's up to you. Of course, depending on what the second main idea is going to be. Is it too complicated? Did you understand me, class?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
very
ma'am.
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
All right, so very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
First, start underlining the main idea from each paragraph, then write margin notes. When you are done, tell me. You will start writing the main idea with doing citation. Okay?
Okay.
All right, good.